Failure. A big word, right? Well, it doesn't have to be. No matter how big or small it is, you just need to stay strong, learn from mistakes, and work harder. And I assure you, after this, you will succeed. Michael Jordan, one of the most famous basketball players, said that he has missed more than 9,000 shots in his career. He's lost almost 300 games. 26 times he had been trusted to make the game-winning shot and missed. He failed over and over and over again, and that is why he succeeded. Now the big question that comes to our minds is, well, how did he succeed? It was not easy, but he practiced every day, morning to night, when most people weren't even out of bed. There's this famous saying, practice makes better. Well, it surely does, because not only made the following team that year, he's now one of the most famous basketball players of all time. At the end of the day, succeeding is not what matters. It's a lesson we learn from it. Failure can be sad and devastating, but life is like that. Now, the only way to make yourself feel better is by loving yourself first, and then making yourself better at that specific thing. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't make yourself better, because you wouldn't want to. Have you ever heard an inner voice inside you saying you're not good enough, you always feel you can't do anything? Anyone? Most of you have probably heard this voice, and it just makes you feel awful. But have you ever heard a voice inside you saying you're amazing, you can do anything, you're great? Barely, right? This is because the negative voice gets more power than the positive voice, and at the end of the day, you don't succeed, because the effort lies there. But without self-love and appreciation, your confidence goes down. Have you ever heard? Failure is usually described as a negative light, but when you think about it, it's actually a rainbow, which makes life colorful, even after having obstacles in them. Rainbows need sunlight and raindrops to combine together, which is like an optimal phase in life. And the different colors of the rainbow represent different emotions, such as yellow for happiness, orange for excitement, red for anger. These colors make life, so don't stop living. Scientists are usually the ones who fail a lot. They get frustrated, disappointed, but do you know they never stop trying? Stephen Hawking, a famous scientist who discovered that black holes emit radiation. He was diagnosed by a motor neuron disease, which is a disease where a person slowly starts to get paralyzed. Doctors say that these patients usually live for a time period of 1 to 5 years. But do you know that Stephen Hawking lived for 55 years? That's shocking. He lived for a long time, and this is because I think it's because he never stopped trying. He always had hope. He found different ways to express his ideas, and he was a great man. Now, let's talk about something more relatable, something like my age. I got a bad grade for a test. Basically, I woke up one morning, got out of bed, did my usual routine, and went to school. I was extra happy that day because I was really excited to meet my friends until math class, when my spark within me turned off and I got my paper. It was a bad grade. My jaw dropped, my heart sunk, and the whole day I was in such fury. But the most scary part of the whole experience was actually telling my parents. Because who isn't, right? I was so scared. How would they react? What would they say? What would they think about me? But I decided to gather myself up, go home, and tell my parents. They were surprisingly really supportive and said, it's okay, get a better score next time, work harder. That really boosted my confidence and made me feel positive all over again. I think making mistakes is part of life. You can't change what happened in the past. You can't bury yourself because of failing in something. It's hard, it's frustrating, I completely get it. But with some self-love and appreciation, you will get over it. You just need to have the feeling of wanting to get over things. Before I end my speech, I would like to say, life is short. So make the best of it. Be alive in each and every moment. Don't miss out on things just because you failed at something. I know it's hard, but life is unfair. But it's up to you if you will drown in failure or if you will get up and live life. Thank you.